episode of Fertile Talks. So tonight we have a special guest, someone who's near and dear to me. Yay! Her name is Heavenly Leah Gore, and we are going live right now. Yes, and Miss Gore is going to talk to us about what she does as a doula. Now, before she
Yep.
does that, Heavenly is very, very unique. She actually also used to be an egg donor. So she's very familiar with the fertility world. She's been through the whole journey. She is a mother. And now she went and got special certification to be a doula. And she's a very compassionate human being. I'm going to let her introduce herself. Heavenly, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. All right. So I am, yes, a mom and a former egg donor, but I've also been a licensed massage therapist for 24 years. I just recently, within the last year, became a certified uh, doula, specializing in massaging and or coaching while mom is in labor, in active labor. So what I specializing in is replacing anesthesiology or anesthesia during the active birth process. So I give a massage while mom is in labor.
Awesome.
So
So your
yeah,
key focus then is to reduce stress and provide a calming environment, would you say?
yes, yes,
Awesome.
absolutely,
Awesome.
yes. I want to
So
eliminate birthing trauma as well.
excellent. Excellent. So um tell us, what does a doula do? What kind of services does a doula provide?
A doula is a coach. He or she is a companion. A lot of times, the stress of mom and partner can kind of put them at odds. So, uh, the doula can kind of be the mediator in a lot of instances. The doula can also be an assistant to some degree, uh,
Mhm.
coaxing and, encouraging mom to relax and eliminate some of the anxiety that can come with childbirth. Childbirth is a beautiful and seems in very common um, health scenario. However, it's always approached differently because everybody is different. So
Mhm.
what may be something that's not a big deal for one family, one group, may be something very huge and very, magnanimous to another group. So,
Mhm.
what a doula typically will do is come in and kind of, you know, calm the crowd, calm the chaos, be the go-between between medical staff and family if there are tensions that may be, coming about
Yeah. So I
with
think,
reference to the stress of the
right.
baby.
So I'm really fascinated with your connection with fertility. As we all know,
Hmm.
people who've had infertility and finally get pregnant, they're a unique set of patients because those patients also are classified as high risk pregnancies, correct?
Yes, yes, they are.
So, in your perspective as a doula, let's say we're getting someone who's been through fertility, they've been through all the treatments, and now they finally get pregnant, and there's a lot of stress, and they're also joyfully happy. And could you give me your perspective with regards to fertility going towards now pregnancy and now delivering?
My perspective when we're dealing with a mom who has just been through a very uphill battle in some instances to get pregnant, and now she finally is. as the massage therapist, because I like to switch on and off, as the massage therapist, taking care of the
Yes.
mom in prenatal is
Exactly.
vital.
Yeah.
Um, Keeping her stress levels down, keeping her, because massage can help with encouraging baby to stay in place,
Hmm.
so we lower the risk of miscarrying.
Hmm.
Um, you know, because she's high risk, we're
Hmm.
also, focusing on her blood pressure. So massage is going to help with blood pressure.
Yeah.
It's going to help with sleep.
Hmm.
Mom is typically at the apex of stress, so her sleep is off. She's, adjusting to her new body, being pregnant, especially if this is, first baby for her, and just the environment around her. So, getting mom to feel good, getting mom to relax and stay in that state, stay in that mindset while she's going through the journey of pregnancy is the most critical time in the child's life. Because, happy moms deliver happy babies.
Right.
That's not only just, an old saying, but that's science,
Right.
because we've been able to keep her, at, level. We've been able to keep her level and keep
So,
her
so
happy
your
during the whole process.
involvement really with our patients starts before even they get pregnant, right? If
Yes,
they
yes,
desire, because I tell patients, find something that might relax you as you're about to go on this encounter. And for some people that may be acupuncture, some people that's meditation, going for a walk. But one of the things available is a massage, and sometimes even
hmm
a couples massage, right? So you see
yes,
them
absolutely.
pre-fertility treatment for a couples massage or a solo massage, right? How would that
Yeah.
benefit them before treatment or before transfer?
Well, lowering cortisol levels while in the massage is important. Everything else falls into balance when you're relaxing both mom and partner.
Yes.
Um, it's kind of like a no-brainer, with
Yes.
reference to making sure that they are just, just in the flow of the best experience they'll ever go through in terms of, conceiving and or giving birth. So to get both of them on the same page can help things to come together and flow better. So
Excellent.
it is very important for a partner to also get
Excellent.
massage as well.
Because it's a joint, it's, I always say it's a team effort. So we team
Yes,
up, we get them before they get pregnant, and they go through this journey. And while going through the fertility journey, they can continue to see you, correct?
yes,
Exactly.
absolutely,
So when it works
absolutely.
now we're pregnant, and you can still be on that journey. So comment on the utility, or maybe just getting to know someone deeply that they've worked with for several months while they go through pregnancy, and now they are in labor and delivery, and having that one face that's been a constant throughout their fertility journey now in the labor and delivery room. How does that feel, both for the patient and for you?
Well, for a patient, by the time she's in labor and delivery, she's happy, she's tired, but she's ready. She's ready. The massages, the fertility tree, everything has prepared her for this, extraordinary and huge moment in her life.
Excellent. Yes.
For me, it's it's just one more goal of bringing in a healthy, happy baby,
Excellent.
with little to no complications. We've been monitoring her. We've taken care of her. We've taken care of her mind, body, and spirit.
Correct.
So she has no other choice but to, bring a happy, healthy, joyful child into this world. So, it's about delivering, a new generation of healthy, well balanced babies.
So
So
now one thing people don't know is not just anybody is a doula, right? What
right.
training what certification do you need, right? You're certified, you're registered. What does that mean? What does that involve?
The certification is it was a 2 week class that I took, and it definitely went through
Now,
all
now
of
let's
the
say,
coach.
let's just add there that you have been through massage school, right? You have
Yes, I've been
24
through.
years of
Yep.
experience as a massage therapist. And on top of that
hmm
is what you're doing this, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yes. So aside from the 24 years, the if you wanted to just become a doula, what's beautiful about being a doula is it's the advocacy work. So there's so many different phases of being a doula that you could go into. Like for instance, I am a birthing doula, but you have so many different types of doulas. You have postpartum doulas. Sometimes you have miscarriage and or death doulas. You also have cannabis doulas, doulas who specialize in using cannabis to help relax mom during
Right.
her process
Well,
of
we
labor.
always tell them we don't
So
want cannabis for fertility because it does
no,
affect
no, no, no.
it does affect their eggs and sperm. So we don't
Mm-hmm.
encourage that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
No, no, no.
it's yeah, it's good to have someone who's an advocate in the delivery room that they've worked with, right? So do you
Yes, yes.
coordinate with the delivery team, the medical professionals? Um, during that time, and how do you do that?
Yes. Well, it starts with the first meeting. Like once me and mom decide that we're going to work together,
Hmm.
she usually introduces me to the midwife or OBGYN that I'm going to be, working with.
Hmm.
We come together and come up with her birthing plan. So there's already a plan in play
Right.
when we are heading towards labor and delivery.
Okay.
We're looking at, uh, a great delivery. We're also looking at backup plans if,
Uh-huh.
something were to come about. So we have an action plan from, start to finish.
Okay.
So helping mom stay on track with a birthing plan
Hmm.
is what keeps her focused,
Hmm.
and keeps her from not being distracted. Because, being in labor, unfortunately, sometimes that's a great time to be distracted by other things going on.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It can be intense in
Yes.
the labor room. So how do you stay up to date with the latest trends in the field of childbirth and maternal care? And in your case, you say you're a
Um,
delivery doula.
yeah. Well, for me, I do a lot of research with the CDC.
Hmm.
I'm also, signed up to receive several newsletters from the
Outreaching. Hmm.
DONA,
Hmm.
the Center for Disease Control.
Right.
They have a lot of great statistics on
Yes.
childbirth.
Yes.
But the certification where I got my birth doula certification comes
Hmm.
from the DONA
Hmm.
International Board, and
Awesome.
I stay current with their information
Awesome.
to make sure that I'm
Mhm.
properly addressing and or educating my clients.
So now you're giving of yourself a lot. You're pouring out emotionally into your patients. So for I would imagine, um, what how do you approach self care and prevent burnout in an emotionally charged field like being a doula?
Well, honestly, my motto is self-care is healthcare.
Yes.
So it's definitely at the forefront of everything that
Hmm.
I'm doing, as well as what like I do practice what I preach with my clients,
Oh, good.
just because you know it's self-care is healthcare, but it's also preventative.
Yes.
We love to have a great medical team when
Hmm.
necessary, but
Hmm.
it should be necessary if we're doing all of the
Hmm.
precautionary work
So
to
you do
start.
some self care for yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
I make it
what
a point to,
Yeah, excellent. So,
yeah,
what
yeah.
advice would you give someone who's aspiring to do a doula, who's considering getting into this field, especially if they're going to be involved with fertility patients?
Um, get started now. It would have been great to have gotten started yesterday, but get started now.
Hmm.
Do your research.
Right.
It's emotional work.
Yes.
It's time. It's a lot of time that is involved in the work, but it's definitely worth the effort. It's
Yes.
work that's worth it, is what I
Yes.
always say. It's work that's worth it. So when you are looking at being in the fertility field, understand that you're trying to be a strong advocate for the next generation. That's exactly what your job
Hmm.
is. You're literally rolling out the red carpet for the newest generation coming in, and you want them
Absolutely.
as healthy and as strong as possible. Like we're
Well,
we're
yeah,
really,
absolutely. I think
yeah,
doulas are really vital because when you're in the labor and delivery room and you're in pain or you're going through birth and you're getting medications and you're emotionally worried about your child, I think studies have shown that having someone of support in the room who also can advocate and be a liaison between you and your and the medical team yields a better outcome, right? So
yeah,
especially as we now know from the study that was done, I believe it was in Yale, where they showed that women of color sometimes can have a bad outcome at delivery, right? So we're
yeah,
trying to reverse that trend. We're trying to make sure our patients are being heard from start to finish to make sure they have a safe space, they feel comfortable, they feel heard, and they feel safe, right? And would you agree that
yes,
would be one of the things that having a doula is like having someone in your corner who can do all those things?
absolutely,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Well, thank you for another exciting episode. Thank you,
Thank you.
Leah. I know your name's Heavenly. I call you Heavenly. Tell me where
Yes,
the Leah
yes.
came from.
Well, my whole first name is Heavenly Angel. So the Lee
Ah,
from Heavenly and the A from Angel is what makes Leah.
awesome. I never did
Yep,
ask you that, did I? All
yep,
these years.
yep.
Now I
No,
know.
no, yeah, yes,
Wow, I
yes. So
love
yeah,
it.
so Heavenly Angel is
Wonderful.
my first name. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
If
You're
anyone has,
welcome.
yes, if you want to reach, someone wants to reach you, Heavenly, how do they reach you?
They can reach me at Heavenly Garden, a spa.com or heavenlygarden@gmail.com.
Awesome.
And
And yeah,
yes,
so, and if anyone has any questions, you heard it, heavenlyaspa.com or heavenly garden at
Heavenly
Gmail.
Garden, a spa. Yep, at Gmail.
Yes.
Yep,
Or
yep.
if you send any of your questions or comments to us, we'll be sure and forward it to Miss Gore and make sure she gets it. And as
Yeah.
usual, what we want you to do when you've listened to this podcast is we would really love you to hit the subscribe button, to share it with all your friends, so that as many people as possible need to hear this message. So share it, subscribe. That's how the algorithm knows you're listening, and let your friends know about it. Give us a comment so we can continue to give you more updates, more wonderful work. Thank you so much for another
Thank
pleasant episode.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Have a good